Was Cleopatra VII a brilliant strategist or merely a femme fatale? Egypt's last pharaoh, Cleopatra, is a figure of love, power, and tragedy, but also one clouded by myths. Known for her wit and ambition, she dared to challenge the might of Rome through Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. For over 2,000 years, her story has sparked awe, curiosity, and controversy. Let's separate the facts from the myths as we uncover Cleopatra's extraordinary life and legacy. 1. Cleopatra's early life and background. Born in 69 BCE, Cleopatra VII was the last ruler of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek family that had governed Egypt for nearly 300 years. But unlike her predecessors, Cleopatra fully embraced Egyptian culture, learning the language and presenting herself as a living goddess, earning the admiration of her people. Educated in Alexandria's legendary libraries, she was a true polymath. Fluent in at least 9 languages, Cleopatra mastered politics, philosophy, and the arts, making her one of the most brilliant and ambitious leaders of her time. 2. Rise to power. Cleopatra's ascent to the throne was anything but smooth. At just 18, she became co-ruler with her younger brother, Ptolemy XIII, following their father's death. But their alliance quickly dissolved into a bitter power struggle, forcing Cleopatra into exile. Refusing to accept defeat, she gathered an army and used her sharp political acumen to reclaim her position as queen, cementing her reputation as a formidable leader. Third alliance with Julius Caesar. With her throne under threat, Cleopatra turned to Rome's most powerful figure, Julius Caesar. According to legend, she orchestrated a daring entrance, having herself smuggled into Caesar's chambers wrapped in a rug. This audacious move marked the beginning of a political and romantic alliance that reshaped history. Backed by Caesar, Cleopatra secured her throne and fortified Egypt's position. Their union also produced a son, Caesarion, whom Cleopatra envisioned as the future ruler of both Egypt and Rome. Yet, this alliance painted her as a manipulative foreign queen in the eyes of many Romans, further entangling her fate with the politics of Rome. Fourth, relationship with Mark Antony. After Caesar's assassination in 44 BCE, Rome descended into chaos. Cleopatra, ever the strategist, aligned with Mark Antony, one of Rome's most powerful generals. Their relationship was more than romantic. It was a calculated alliance. Antony relied on Egypt's vast wealth to fund his military campaigns, while Cleopatra sought Rome's protection to secure her throne. Together, they ruled as king and queen, publicly declaring their children as heirs to their empire in the infamous Donations of Alexandria. But their defiance of Roman norms and extravagant displays of power made them enemies in Rome, particularly of Octavian, Caesar's heir. Their alliance set the stage for one of history's most iconic rivalries, the Battle of Actium and Downfall. In 31 BCE, the tides of history shifted at the Battle of Actium. Cleopatra and Mark Antony's combined forces faced Octavian's fleet in a fight for survival. Cleopatra's naval power was critical, but as the battle turned against them, they retreated to Egypt, a decision that sealed their fate. Octavian pursued them with relentless determination, closing in on Alexandria. Believing Cleopatra had betrayed him, Antony fell into despair and ended his life. Cleopatra, heartbroken and defiant to the end, refused to be paraded as a Roman trophy. According to legend, she chose death. With her death in 30 BCE, Egypt lost its independence, and the Ptolemaic dynasty came to an end, marking the rise of Rome's imperial era. Cleopatra's fall was not just the end of a queen, but the dawn of a new world order. 6. Cleopatra's legacy. In art, literature, and popular culture, Cleopatra's legacy transcends time, immortalizing her as a seductress, a brilliant strategist, and a tragic figure. Ancient Roman propaganda painted her as a dangerous foreign queen, but later works recast her as a symbol of passion and intellect. Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra portrays her as a complex mix of vulnerability and power, while the 1963 film starring Elizabeth Taylor solidified her as an icon of glamour and ambition. From operas and novels to modern films and documentaries, Cleopatra's story has been retold and reimagined countless times, each version reflecting the values of its era. Whether celebrated as a feminist icon, a political mastermind, or a tragic lover, Cleopatra's life embodies universal themes of love, power, and resilience. Her influence continues to captivate creators and audiences alike, ensuring her place as one of history's most enigmatic and inspiring figures. Myths versus facts about Cleopatra. 1. Cleopatra was solely known for her beauty and seduction. Fact: while Cleopatra was undoubtedly charismatic, she was also an astute politician and leader. Fluent in multiple languages, she was educated in various subjects, including philosophy and mathematics, and strategically ruled Egypt, emphasizing her capability beyond mere allure. 2. Cleopatra died from a dramatic asp bite. Fact: the story of Cleopatra's death by an asp is legendary, but the exact circumstances remain unclear. Some historians believe she may have used poison or died of other causes, making the true nature of her death a subject of debate. Third myth: Cleopatra had purely romantic relationships with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Fact: her alliances with these powerful Roman figures were strategic. Cleopatra sought to secure Egypt's sovereignty against Roman expansion and used these relationships to strengthen her political position and protect her kingdom. 4. Myth: Cleopatra was Egyptian by heritage. Fact: Cleopatra VII was of Macedonian Greek descent, belonging to the Ptolemaic dynasty that ruled Egypt after Alexander the Great. However, she embraced Egyptian culture, becoming a symbol of Egyptian identity in her reign. 5. Cleopatra's reign marked the end of Egypt's greatness. Fact: Cleopatra was a capable ruler who actively worked to maintain Egypt's independence and prosperity. Her reign was marked by political acumen and cultural achievements, despite the eventual fall of the Ptolemaic dynasty. 6th myth: Cleopatra's needle obelisks are from her reign. Fact: the famous obelisks known as Cleopatra's Needles in New York's Central Park and London date back over 1,000 years earlier to the reign of Pharaoh Thutmose III. They were named after Cleopatra in the 19th century, showcasing her lasting influence rather than her direct connection to these monuments. 7. Cleopatra's currency did not reflect her power. Fact: the coins minted under Cleopatra's rule played a significant role in her propaganda. Many of them bore her image, presenting her as both a ruler and a goddess. This strategic use of currency helped spread her influence far beyond Egypt and reinforced her authority as a powerful leader. Cleopatra's children. Cleopatra VII had 4 children whose lives reflect her political alliances and ambitions. Her eldest son, Caesarion, Ptolemy XV, was fathered by Julius Caesar and was co-ruler with Cleopatra before being executed by Octavian after her death. With Mark Antony, Cleopatra had 3 more children: the twins, Alexander Helios and Cleopatra Selene II, and their younger brother, Ptolemy Philadelphus. Following the defeat of Cleopatra and Antony, the children were taken to Rome by Octavian. While Caesarion's fate was tragic, Cleopatra Selene II was married off to King Juba II of Mauritania, where she lived a life of influence as a queen. The fates of Alexander Helios and Ptolemy Philadelphus, however, remain shrouded in mystery, lost to history after their arrival in Rome. Cleopatra's children symbolize the blending of Egyptian and Roman worlds and the end of an ancient dynasty. What do you think? Was Cleopatra a tragic hero, or did her ambition lead to her downfall? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical journeys.